Hello my little learners, you can call me Lovegood and I hope you enjoy this video. Here are just a few things before we get started. Today, I'm presenting you with Children of the Future, Past by Katydid on AO3. This is definitely off my usual schedule, but it is a birthday special for me. It is my birthday, so I decided to grace you all with a fic. This is a one-shot, and it is 2,545 words. The summary is: a Quirk accident causes the vestiges inside one for all to manifest in the real world, except they're all kindergartners? And if you click on the actual fic, there is a little bit of fan art by someone on Tumblr. It's linked and it's so cute. I'm not going to be using it for the cover because I obviously don't have permission or anything, and I haven't asked. But it is so cute, and I really would love you all to go see that because it's adorable. I hope you enjoyed this fic, and let's get right into it. By this point, everyone in UA took bets on how many villain attacks Class 1A would encounter per week. During their last training exercise, a dozen Skullmasked members of the Creature Rejection clan had ambushed them. Izuku had been struck by a blast of blue light. In the end, the villains had been subdued and the injured had gone to recovery girl for treatment. Izuku hadn't wanted to make a fuss about whatever had happened to him. Not when Koda had broken an arm and Tsuyu had twisted her ankle. For once, Izuku had escaped with all limbs intact. Now, Izuku sat on the dorm couch and tried not to throw up. Tingles shook his body, his stomach twisted and clenched. He clutched his head, a blue spark dancing down his arm. Izuku had a very bad feeling that he should have told his teacher about the villain who'd attacked him. Katsuki wandered into the living room, reading something on his phone. Trying to sound normal, Izuku asked, "Did the police ever investigate the Creature Rejection clan members' quirks?" "Huh?" Katsuki looked up. "Why would I know?" "Never mind." Izuku tried to stand, but his legs went out from under him. He collapsed against the sofa. Blue light exploded from his body. When the blinding light faded away and Izuku could see again, 7 children appeared around the room. "What the hell?" Katsuki shrieked, exploding his phone. He cursed and waved the smoking device. The children looked about 5 or 6 years old. There was a boy with white hair and green eyes, a boy with spiky red hair, a blue-haired boy, a beragged child with messy hair falling all over his face, a tall, pudgy boy, a short one with black hair, and a dark-haired girl with the most brilliant smile. Izuku recognized Nana Shimura's trademark smile. From there, he did the math and realized each of these children resembled the vestiges from his dreams. Had the villain's power caused his quirk to manifest in the real world like Fumikage's dark shadow? In a haunted voice, Katsuki groaned, "Deku, you've always been a weirdo, but when did your life turn into an Empire fanfiction?" "It's not like that," Izuku yelped. "I think these kids are my quirk." He turned a gentle smile to them. "Psst, I'm 9th. Do you recognize me?" The little Hikage hid under the couch. Nana, Banjou, and En ran out the open door. Yoichi shuffled his feet and hid his face behind his hair. 2nd and 3rd clung together, glaring at Izuku suspiciously. Oh dear. Izuku wanted to chase after the children who ran off, but he also needed to reassure the ones still here. Surely nothing too bad could happen to them in the dorms. Izuku knelt down next to the first 3 one for all holders. "Hi, my name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm a hero student, and I promise to help you." "Whoa, a hero?" Yoichi whispered, his eyes sparkling. "Awesome." 2nd scowled and they deepened. He stepped protectively in front of 3rd. Izuku asked, "Do you two know each other? What are your names?" 2nd and 3rd never told him. They didn't seem to like him much. Apparently that hadn't changed. 2nd glared. He looked like a miniature cartoon with that expression. "We've been friends since we were babies, so you have to go through me to get him. My parents told me not to give my name to strangers." "Fair enough. How interesting. They seem to have their childhood memories, but nothing more recent." Izuku asked, "What if I found a teacher? Or a policeman?" 3rd flinched. 2nd growled, My parents told me to run away from the police or they'll lock me up. Oops. Izuku had forgotten about how the police treated people with powers during the dormant rage of Quirks. Yoichi tugged on Izuku's sleeve. If you are a hero, do you have a cool meter ability? Show me. Izuku realized he could not feel one for all. His warm spark was gone, leaving his blood cold. Without his quirk, he'd returned to the days where he'd been called useless, panic twisted in his stomach, worse than his previous illness. Shouto stepped into the room. Hey, did you hear the creature rejection clan can cause quirks to manifest as children? It's a good thing none of us got hit. He took a double take. Oh, I see you both had a delayed reaction. Midoriya, your quirk looks just like you. Aw, he's adorable. Spiky-haired kid must be Bakugou's explosion. Who did the blue-haired kid come from? They're all mine, actually, Izuku said. Shouto laughed. That boy might be either Bakugou's quirk or a secret love child. I've still got my quirk half and half, Katsuki cried, releasing an explosion to demonstrate. He detonated a bit too close to Third's head. Third cried out and dropped to his knees, hands over his ears. Growling, Second whirled around and kicked Katsuki in the crotch. As he fell over, Katsuki howled. I'll kill you, brat. Second kicked Katsuki in the head while he lay stunned. Then Second posed with his foot on Katsuki's head like a hunter with his prey. Third and Yoichi applauded. Yoichi giggled. Yoichi? Have I been calling him Yoichi this entire time? Please say I haven't. Yoichi. There's not much difference. Yoichi giggled. You're cool. You're dead, Katsuki screamed, sitting up as blood ran down his forehead with a determined grimace. He looked like a zombie from a horror film. Second and Third ran out of the room, with Katsuki hot on their heels. Oh no, Izuku swallowed. I have to stop Kachan. Todoroki, can you look after the other kids? Thanks. Without waiting for a reply, Izuku took off. Kids, Shouto asked the empty room, but there was only one kid. The white-haired boy tugged on his sleeve. My name's Yoichi, not Kid. Are you a hero too? Yes. Watch this. Shouto formed an ice crystal in his palm. Yoichi snatched the crystal. It's beautiful, he sighed as the crystal melted. It's gone. Shouto smiled. The child's enthusiasm for quirks reminded him of Izuku. I can create more, see? He formed a dazzling display of crystals. I can also control fire. He produced a tiny flame on his fingertip. Amazing! Yoichi beamed. To the couch, he said, He's nice. You can come out now. A thin boy with filthy hair crawled out from under the sofa. In contrast to Yoichi's school uniform, this boy wore ragged clothes. He took Yoichi's extended hand to help him up. Shouto asked, What's your name? The boy whispered in Yoichi's ear. Yoichi said, He's Hikage Shinomori. Shouto felt concerned about this child's condition, but he tried not to let any negative emotion slip into his voice. Would you like something to eat? Hikage's eyes lit up and he nodded. Shouto straightened. Let's go to the kitchen. Ochako headed downstairs to eat the mochi she'd been craving all day. A shape shot past her head. Had a bird gotten into the dorms? No, it was a little girl wearing a bright yellow dress. A packet of tissues slipped from her pocket. Here, you dropped this. Ochako floated the tissues in the air with a touch. Thank you. The girl turned around, hovering at eye level with Ochako. Neat quirk. I'm Nana Shimura. What's your name? I'm Ochako Uraraka. Are you related to a Uasian? Ochako couldn't remember anyone with the last name Shimura. I'm at UA, Nana gasped. I've always dreamed of becoming a UA student someday. I got lost. I don't know where to find my family, but I'm not scared because I'm a future hero. Ochako held out her hand. Let's find your parents together. Nana took her hand, floating alongside the older girl. Will you tell me about how you got into UA? I want to become as cool as you someday. Ochako's heart melted. This girl was too adorable. Sure. There's a phone in the kitchen. We can call your home, and I'll even share my mochi with you. Tenya had been running a bit faster than probably appropriate in the dorms and nearly ran into a tiny, dark-haired boy. Screeching to a halt, he demanded, Who are you? N, the boy mumbled, smoke obscuring his face. It was unclear if that was his name or random muttering. Tenya rubbed the smoke from his eyes and huffed. Children are not allowed in the dorms. Furthermore, you should not use your quirk so inconsiderately. En's lower lip wobbled. He burst into tears. Oh no, heroes did not make small children cry. Tenya had disgraced the noble name of his big brother Ingenium. Mouth gaping like a fish, Tenya knelt down. I'm sorry, I merely explained the dorm rules to you. En sobbed harder. The hallway got even darker. Desperately, Tenya asked, will you stop crying if I give you a cookie? This had worked on him as a child. En's mouth remained open, but no sound came out. Cautiously, he held out his hand. I don't have cookies with me, Tenya admitted. En's eyes filled with tears. Tenya gulped. But I know where to find them. He knelt down to let the child climb on his back. When Shouto pushed open the kitchen door, a boy stood on the counter. He used a black whip to lift a package of chocolate chip cookies off a high shelf. When the boy spotted Shouto, he immediately started shoveling cookies into his mouth as fast as possible. I won't take them from you, Shouto said. You probably should, but as a youngest child, he approved of the mischief. Will you share some cookies for these two? He pushed Yoichi and Hikage forward. Yoichi declared, Hikage can have all my cookies because I'm a hero and I'm not hungry. His stomach growled. He flushed. The boy used his whip to hop down from the counter. I'm Daigorou. Gosh, you look skinny. Daigorou peered at Hikage. With uncanny speed, Hikage hid in the crack between the fridge and the wall. Daigorou held out a cookie. Come out, they're good. Hikage snatched the treat without leaving his hiding place. You too, hero. Daigorou tossed a cookie into Yoichi's mouth. Spotting the empty mochi packet on the counter, Shouto said, The cookies are fair game, but Uraraka will flip if she finds out you ate her mochi. She's an only child. She doesn't share. Tenya rushed into the kitchen, his glasses askew and his hair wild. A dark-haired boy hopped off his back. Tenya cried, I need cookies for En. He grabbed the package. Daigorou held onto the other end tightly. The package ripped, spilling cookies across the floor. No! Tenya and Daigorou wailed together. En giggled and ate a cookie off the floor. Shouto looked between Tenya and En, noticing the resemblance. Apparently, someone else had been separated from his quirk. You named your quirk En? Tenya looked harried. I've never seen this boy before. Ochako skipped into the kitchen, holding hands with the flying girl. Shouto gasped and pointed. Uraraka, you manifested your quirk too. My mochi! Ochako cried, gazing at the empty package as if it contained all her lost hopes and dreams. Her eyes glowed with fury. Where is the thief? At that precise moment, two boys ran into the kitchen, pursuing a howling savage Katsuki. The falling cookies crunched under his feet. Izuku ran after, screaming, Someone stop Kachan before he commits murder! Yoichi stepped in front of Katsuki, making puppy eyes. Please, violence isn't the answer. Out of my way, brat. Katsuki grabbed Yoichi's collar and lifted him aside. Yoichi pulled out a taser from his pocket and zapped Katsuki. Unless the hero commits violence, then it's okay, he finished cheerfully. He tased the bitch! He tased him! Sorry. A stunned silence fell over the room as everyone stared at Katsuki, lying, twitching on the kitchen tiles. Izuku felt a pang of second-hand sympathy and fear of how his childhood friend would react to being twice defeated by children. He had too many questions, but why do you have a taser? Popped out first. Yoichi tucked away his taser. Big brother gave it to me. He says people always try to kidnap me because I'm too cute, so I should electrocute them. If you don't take me home right away, my big brother will beat you all up. He's the strongest. No one reacted to the boast except Izuku, who winced, knowing full well who was Yoichi's older brother. Shouto said, I tried to tell you earlier, if you make direct skin contact with your quirks, they will become a part of you again. Great! Izuku beamed over with relief. All the children my quirk. He turned to the kids, expecting an argument or an existential crisis. Nana only nodded. You feel like home. She drifted over and grabbed Izuku's cheek. Goodbye, cool big sister. Ochako moaned, still traumatized over her lost mochi, but she managed to wave. Yoichi and Banjou leapt onto Izuku too, touching his right hand and arm. And let Izuku pick him up. Hikage creeped out and grabbed Izuku's ankle. Second hesitated, but third tugged him forward. Looking up, Second said, I think I know you. I liked you more than I'll ever admit. Both Second and Third clung to Izuku's left leg. All 7 children were touching Izuku, but nothing happened. Tenya said, I'm very confused. What are you doing? Izuku felt sick. It didn't work. Todoroki, are you sure? Shouto blinked. Maybe it didn't work because your quirk fragmented into too many pieces. The children let go of Izuku and huddled together, mumbling and chattering in confusion. Hikage sucked her thumb. What if One for All was such a strange quirk that it couldn't be absorbed? What if Izuku had lost his quirk forever? His throat dried out and his breathing became rapid. How would he ever face All Might if he, the 9th successor, had lost on One for All forever? Aizawa walked into the kitchen holding a tiny blonde shawl wrapped in his sleeping bag. What is going on? What is going on? When All Might turned into a kindergartner, I instinctively knew it had something to do with you, problem child. Sleepy blue eyes looked up. Miniature All Might yawned. Izuku nearly fainted from the cuteness. This was a rare treasure for any fan, a completely new and never before seen All Might. Presumably, Izuku needed to touch All Might too, in order to reverse the villain's quirk, but if he did that in front of everyone, that would give away One for All's transferable nature. Would that give away One for All's transferable nature? Clearly, Izuku had no choice but to play dumb to collect or arouse All Might, protect his secret. Sorry, Mr. Aizawa, I have no idea how this happened. I love you, Mini Might cried, leaping into Izuku's outstretched arms. A giant grin split Izuku's face. Let's find you some cookies that haven't been on the floor. In a secret experimental facility, Dr. Graki stared at a white-haired child. Master? How did this happen? All for One, aka the 0th holder of One for All, wrinkled his nose and pouted. A kidnapper? After me instead of my little brother this time? Die! He leapt on the stunned doctor, clawing his eyes, then ran. Sorry. And that is the end of this one. Oh my god, I love this one, and I'm laughing now because I laughed so much during reading this the first time, and now reading it the second time. It's been a while, so oh my god, I'm laughing. It's fucking hilarious. I love this fic. I love this one shot. And I love the author. I've read so many of their works, and yeah, they're amazing. They're both funny and really well written as well, because sometimes it can get a bit too chaotic, but Katydid, the author, Katydid, has a perfect kind of balance between actual plot, good writing, and chaos, because we love chaos. But yeah, that is all for this one, for this weird birthday special. I'll probably do the same on the 1 year anniversary of this channel. I think it's sometime in June. I can't remember. I'll look. But the day I posted my first video counts as my 1 year, I guess. Because, I don't know. I feel like that's a good place to have it. Oh, my little learners. Here's a little reminder that you might have something you need to do or check. I hope you will have a fantastic time wherever and whenever you may be. Day, night, dust storm, low tide, high tide, whatever it is for you. You can call me Lovegood, and that was Children of the Future Past by Katydid on AO3. Again, link to this fic will be in the pinned comment by me on this video, and tags are in the description as well as warnings. Bye, little learners.